Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using the Heart and Hands Tarot by Liz Blackbird. All right, so let's draw 3 cards here. My intention with this reading is to get an overview of the week ahead and just kind of get some fresh ideas and perspectives on the upcoming week. So if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. I post these videos every week. And okay, let's dive into the reading. So the first card is for Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Beautiful, we have an ace. I love getting an ace for the beginning of the week because the aces just have this, they're like a breath of fresh air. There is this like newfound hope and freshness with an ace. Now, in this case, I feel like this Ace of Pentacles is about planting a seed. As you can see, the hand on this card is planting a seed into the earth. And that seed is already sprouting and taking root. So I feel like there's a few different ways I could go with this card. So the first thing that comes into my mind is to never underestimate the power of small actions. Because if you think about the action of planting a seed, that is such a small action, right? It does not take long. It does not take a lot of work. And sometimes when you plant seeds, most of the seeds, or some of them don't even sprout, they don't germinate. Some do and then die early on. But every massive tree you see on the earth, or massive shrub or flowering plant or whatever, everything started as a seed. And so I think that sometimes we forget how important the small actions are in our day-to-day life, in moving us forward and in creating change and in building something beautiful. So I think that's the first message of this card is don't underestimate the little things that you do, those little actions. And small things that you can do now can have a massive positive impact later on down the road. And then the other thing I get with this card is that I feel like there's almost a feeling of speed with this card, which is interesting. I don't normally get that sense with the Ace of Pentacles. If anything, I feel like sometimes this is like a slow kind of card, but with this particular card, I get a sense of speed. And I say that because the seed is being planted, and yet it's already growing roots and it's already starting to sprout. So it's almost like once you plant that seed, once you take that small step in whatever direction you're wanting to go in, it's like things start to unfold quite quickly after that. Okay, let's have a look at card number 2. This card is for the middle of the week, so Wednesday, Thursday-ish. And here we have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is about planning things out. So hatching a plan, planning things in advance, and having like having a plan, having a template. Like the person on this card is sort of drawing out plans for something, and they're measuring things, and they're drawing out like a blueprint. So that is what the 3 of Pentacles is all about. It's like making a plan, having a blueprint. It's also about collaboration and not trying to do everything on your own. So I really like how this card fits with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is like you get an idea, you take a small little action, and then that's going to lead to other opportunities. That's going to lead to bigger things eventually. But by the time you get to the middle of the week, the message is all about hatching a plan, having some kind of a blueprint. It doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out, because plans can change, circumstances can change. So this isn't about developing some rigid plan that you have to stick to 100%, but it's about having an idea of what you're wanting to create, where you're wanting to go, what's important to you, and having kind of a blueprint, a sort of framework for that. There's almost I feel like a sense of relief with this card. Like once you kind of have your plan drawn out, once you have this bigger vision of things, you're going to feel a sense of relief. And again, I said this was about collaborating with others. It's not about trying to figure it all out on your own. So that's another piece here. Okay, let's have a look at the end of the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have 8 of Cups. Okay. Interesting. 8 of Cups. Oh, and I'm so intrigued by the road on this card. This winding road. Going towards what looks like a sun, but it's actually a moon. There's a crescent moon, but then there's a skeleton face. Really kind of creepy, actually. Kind of interesting. Interesting. What does it mean? So I often find like the 8 of Cups can sometimes be about thinking that we want one thing, but then once we attain it, realizing that, this maybe isn't the thing that I actually wanted. It's like thinking that you want, I don't know, a lot of money, say, or a bunch of success, and then achieving that thing, realizing your goals, and then realizing that actually the fulfillment of that goal doesn't feed your soul. It only feeds your ego, or it only feeds one part of yourself, not the whole self, so that there's still this hunger within you. You still don't feel satiated like you thought you would. And if you don't come to this realization, if you don't become aware of that at some point, you're sort of doomed to keep chasing after things. So doomed to keep taking this winding path that kind of loops back and forth in on itself. Doomed to keep chasing the same kinds of things, thinking that, well, if I get this thing, that's going to bring me a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. It's interesting because it doesn't really fit with the other cards. I guess... Yeah. I'm curious to know what people's thoughts are on this 8 of Cups, actually. Because I guess that I've kind of given kind of a dark interpretation of it. But the bright interpretation, the light side of the 8 of Cups, is a sense of fulfillment and happiness and feeling kind of satisfied with yourself. And it's not really it's not like a big card when it comes to it's not like the 10 of Cups, it's not like the sun or anything like that. It's like kind of, I guess, minor achievements and feeling proud of yourself. So I guess it's overall kind of a positive message, but I feel like there is almost a dark side to this card as well that we have to take into consideration. Okay, so altogether, I feel like beginning of the week, it's a fresh start. It's an opportunity to take action, plant some seeds. And then middle of the week is to sort of clarify what's important to you, where you're wanting to go, what you're wanting to bring forward and create, and hatch some kind of a plan. And then by the end of the week, it's almost like you're kind of questioning your goals. And it's like there's a need for you to step back and get kind of a bigger picture view of things, so that you're not stuck going after little goals. The sun just came out. It got really bright. So I feel like the 8 of Cups is saying, don't just chase what you think is going to be pleasurable or satisfying, like on a physical level. You want something to be satisfying on like a soul level, something that really feeds your spirit, not just feeds you in a more basic kind of way, but something that's really feeds your soul. Okay, I'm just going to see if there's any patterns here. I mean, there's a lot of circles with this card, with this reading. all the cards have a lot of circles, and even like the pentacle here becomes this sort of weird moon sun skull symbol here. I mean, the seed becomes the pentacle becomes the moon. So that's kind of interesting. The hand in the first card is planting. The hands in the second card are planning. And the hands in the third card, I don't know what they're doing. Are they celebrating? I'm not really sure what's happening. So an interesting week. And I'll be interested to see how this week plays out. So please share your own ideas and your thoughts on these cards in the comment section below. I'd love to hear them. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you get some ideas from it. And if you're interested in learning more about tarot card reading, you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com, and I'll put the link to my site in the notes below this video. And I hope you have a wonderful week.